Okay, good. Oh, there's Jody. No, that's not Jody. That's not Jody.
It's Jody with a beard.
I said Jody grew a beard over COVID. That's new. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and warm up. I got a nice little workout for us. We'll go through the workout, stretch out, and then people probably on their way to their 9 o'clock, whatever. Everybody getting their vaccines and doing all their, I hear my son sent me a note that it's going to be like open to the public soon. So it'll be like, boom. Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Doreen's ready.
Yep, ready.
Okay, so let's get those shoulders. I can't tell you enough about how these shoulders, you all know it. The shoulders can hold so much tension, right? They hold so much. So throughout the day, even if you can do, and then this is my favorite, just a straight squeeze up and press down. Now, breathe with it. Breathe in, let it out. Even while you're walking, you know, when the cars aren't coming, or if you're walking out on a trail or something, just do these. Okay, then we do in and out. So this is part of what we call the shoulder shrug series. So it's forward, back, nice full deep breaths. Make sure you touch the back of your hands, drop your head, lift your chest up, squeeze those shoulder blades back. So it's a real full move, okay? Real nice and full. Take your hands, palms up, reach to your screen, bend a little bit forward so it looks like this from the side. I'm reaching so I get a stretch, and I'm turning my palm to the ceiling. Okay, this right forward. Really feel that. And go across your body now. Really reach across and feel it. If you're pulling your abdomen in, which you should always be conscious of where your waist is and what your waist is doing. Feel that. And then take that arm, reach over the ear, over the head. Lift up through your belly. Lift up through your waist. Take a nice deep breath. That's it. Really exhale. My husband says I do that all the time. You know, I inhale, exhale, you know, and it's like doing your yoga breath, not just when you're in yoga. Go ahead and do the other side. But taking that nice deep breath and using it throughout the day, right? Up, over, up, over, up. Kathy's not going to be with us today. She apologized. I think she's going to Hilton Head. Okay, reach back, nice full stroke, full stroke. That's it. Now that I think of it, she probably flew with Ed. Okay, and both arms, look at how wide my fingers are, and reach. Open those palms, reach. Nice full deep breath. Reach, reach. That's it. And then swing, swing, swing. Let those arms go. Lift your belly high. Reach up. So as you reach those arms and you feel as though your fingers are hitting the ceiling, really push through your feet and lift up through your abdomen. Then take the arms, swing back behind. One of the strengthening exercises today is going to really incorporate a twist as part of the move. So let's warm it up. Lift up through your belly. Feel that ringing out, and then go in front. Swing, swing, big golfer swing. That's it. Reach, reach, reach. Great. And then we'll do a snap back, open wide. Oh, the spring is coming. I even see a light bit of green coming in the grass. I also know spring's coming when my horses are not, squeeze your shoulders, are not fully interested in hay anymore. And you see them out on the field, nibbling every little piece of green they see coming. Okay, now march your legs. March, march, march. March. Take a nice deep breath, arms up and down. Really now think about lifting your knee up. Not all the way, but I want you to know that or feel that you're on one foot at a time. Okay, and then you're gonna tap, tap, and just let your arms go. You tap to the side. Now, instead of a tap to the side, what I want you to do is lift the leg. So you're balancing for that second on one leg. We have a balancing, strengthening exercise today as well. Okay, take that leg and kick back behind you. Kick back, let your arms come up. Nice full deep breath, everybody. Great. Yep. Kick that leg back, keep your chin up, right? Now take the knee up in front. You can tap the foot too if you want. That way, you'll know that you're lifting your knee up high enough, right? Because you got to lift that knee up high to tap the foot and keep your chest up. There you go. And then 2 more moves. We cross over, cross. Nice full deep breath. So I want you to really cross and reach those toes all the way across. Do the same thing, but do it behind. Okay. All right, there we go. Morning. Cross behind. Reach, let that arm go. Good. Nice full deep breath, everybody. Good. Great. You can add a little coordination if you cross up, cross behind. 1 up, 1 back. All right. 1 up, 1 back. Do the other side. So cross up, cross back. That's it. Great. Now legs are spread a little about shoulders width. Reach your arms up, sit. So without weights, what we're doing here is just getting our knees ready. Those knees. Knees, please work with me today. That's it. I'm back out riding my bike again. Love my e-bike. So that's really kind of a crazy thing. You know, I got this e-bike last fall. Okay, try and go a little wider. And so, you know, I ride around my field and the ground can be either really frozen or it can be really wet right now. But on my e-bike, it's like so nice. You can really work the bike so it can go through almost any terrain, you know, and down, march it out, take a nice deep breath and exhale, and in and exhale, and in and exhale. Get your water, take a sip. Perfect. We're going to go down to the mat and we're going to do what I call my typical, and they also have another name called my Krauss-Weber Correctives. Krauss-Weber Correctives are a series of exercises that help strengthen your core. And your core is front, side, and back. So the whole core of the apple, right? So I'm going to start with a straight leg. Now, because I have a series of different abdominals, I've decided now you all can do some add-ons. What we're going to do in this first warm-up is do 10 of each. So it's going to be 10 straight legs, 10 bent legs. We're going to take a deep breath. We're going to take a sip of water. Then we're going to go into psoas. And then we're going to flip over and do some airplanes or Superman, if you want to call them that. Actually, Superman, because we're lifting arms and legs. So we start with a straight leg, your legs, right? And then I'm going to tuck and roll and up. I really believe that everybody should be able to do 10 sit-ups. So if you want to know, what you should be able to do, you should be able to do 10. You should be able to roll them out nice. So use that as your gauge coming into spring. Like work on 10 sit-ups and work on it so that it feels good. And, your core strength. So when we talk about, having independence as we grow older, one of the things, if your core strength isn't strong, then how are your limbs going to be, strong? You can't just build your limbs without your core. And your core also has to do with balance. Okay. Now, one more. I'm talking and not counting. And you guys, you don't have Kathy today, so counting can be tough. So now I'm going to bend my knees. All right. And I'm not really going to care about so much the get up, although most of you here, I think, should be able to get up from a sit up. But if you can't, for whatever reason, what you want to do is work on the roll down and then grab hold of those thighs to get up, roll to the side on your elbow and get up. But focus, again, everybody should be able to do 10 bent knee sit-ups, okay? Bent knee really just means now that we're taking out straight-legged, you use your full abdominals, your psoas and your rectus abdominis. But when you bend the knees, you kind of throw out your psoas muscles a little bit, okay? What I also want to make sure is that I'm breathing properly, that I'm up, and I want to blow my air out, and I'm in, and I'm out. Yeah, let's do 3 more of those little buggers. You should also feel as though your body and your core are staying nice and warm, or they're heating up. You should be working. Okay. So that's 10. So the next exercise is psoas. It's pulling those knees in. I like to give them a good pull and feel my back stretch, pull my belly button in, and then extend. Notice where my hands are going. They're not going here. I don't want them under the butt. And I'm fully extending my legs out. I want you to point your toes and really try and push your knees as straight as you can. Now, the key to this is, how low do your feet go? Your feet go as low as you can, provided your back stays perfectly glued and Velcroed to the ground. Okay, so that's a fine line, everybody. Fine line. Where is it? Play with it and surprise yourself. Maybe you can go down an inch lower. Maybe you can get your legs down low with your back flat. One more. Okay, and pull them in. Good. Then we're going to flip to our tummy. Okay, so people never think about your core. When we think about core, everybody's like, oh, my abdominals, my abdominals. But I remember Bonnie Pruden, when I studied with her, said this a lot, your front is only as strong as your back and vice versa. And so You really need to strengthen completely around the core. So what we're going to do here, arms down, legs are down. And then what's going to happen is you're going to lift and set them down. Lift and set them down. Go ahead and start. We're going to do 10. When you lift, you want to try and lift the thigh completely off the ground so your butt is lifting. And you want to also lift your shoulders up and squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. And while you're doing that, I'm just going to take a quick screenshot so that I have it for the center. There we go. Okay. So you're going to do 3 more. Okay. 2 more. 1 more. And down. Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and stand up. Right. We're gonna zoom, zoom, zoom along. It's not like a little kid show. Okay. We're not going to use weights for this, particularly for this first exercise. So, twisting. I'm going to go probably be playing tennis this summer. People are going to be playing golf. Even if you're fishing, fly fishing, you're out raking, we're going to be twisting, right? So you might as well start putting them into your exercise. So the first exercise, you're going to go squat, and it's going to be a wide squat. And then you come up and twist with both legs on the ground. You're just going to twist. And I want you to do 10 to one side, 10 to the other. Now, what I want you to do to really feel it in your waist when you twist, get your arms here, not here. If you have them up here and you can play with it, I want you to see the difference of having them here to just bringing them up a little bit and pulling your belly in, because I want you to feel the twist across your waist. Okay, so squat, twist. Now, if you want, you can lift the leg. Okay, so if you're twisting over to one side, you're going to lift the leg to that side. So now, not only are you twisting, but you're also working on balance, okay? Try and even out your elbows the best you can. Try not to hunch your shoulders to your ears. If the balance part is tough, keep both legs on the ground. Yep, twist. Great. Down. 4, 3. We're going to the same side. 2 and 1. Now let's try the other side. Down, squat, or down, twist, knee up. If you can, I want this class the best you can to have balance involved. Let me just see if that's somebody trying to come in. No, okay. All right, twist up, try and go down, keep your head tall. Yep, beautiful. There you go, Doreen. Beautiful. Nice, Gary. Yep. Great. 4 more. 3 more. 2 and 1. Great. Okay, so the next exercise, I want you to take a lighter weight or one weight, okay? I have a 2-pound weight here, so I'm going to use 2 of them. All right, because this is I want you to get used to your balance for this set. So this is what's going to happen. All right. I'm going to have my legs spread shoulders width. Oh, I want you to see what my arms are doing too. You're going to go back in a lunge. Your arms are going to be up. You're going to do a tricep down. Come on up. So you're going to keep your arms up and squeeze to the ears. Belly's pulled in so you don't do this hyperextended arch. So I'm here, but I want to pull my belly in. I want to tighten my butt. I'm going to step back, extend, down, come up. Step back, extend, down, come up. Now, you might be saying as well, I could go with a heavier weight. Okay, but what I want you to do is get used to the balance because you're stepping backwards, because you're staying there and you're pushing the weight high. I want you to just feel balanced for this first set. We're going to do 10 on one leg and then 10 on the other. Go ahead and get started. I'll say everybody's at 3 really good ones, okay? Six. You definitely should be feeling this in the legs. Constantly working on your belly and trying to not arc out of it. Okay, let's do 2 more. Keep your head tall. Get your elbows pulled close to your ears. 1 more. Okay. Come on up, bring your arms down for a sec, give them a little circle, circle. Okay, and then you're gonna go get yourself set, and you're gonna do 10 more. Up, down, up, down. Pull your belly in, get your head tall, pull your elbows in. I'm on 3. If you're having a hard time, just practice one or the other. Maybe do 5 lunges and then 5 tricep. 6. Get those elbows in. 7. I pulled my elbows in and it threw my balance off a little bit. And that's okay. You want to adjust. 2 more. Finish and down. Great. Okay, so if you had lighter weights, keep 1. All right. So we've all done, I'm just going to show you without the weight. We've all done a balance. We've all done a balance with 1 arm. Now you're going to do a balance, reach your arm out, pull it in, extend it, come up. I'm going to use a light weight. Okay. Again, this first set, I want you to work on your balance. So a lot of what we're doing today is balancing. The strengthening move is going to make it so that we got to stay there longer. Okay. But I also want you to be specific about your arm exercise. Don't be sloppy about it. Don't just throw your hand out. On this one, so when you extend, the arm goes out, your other hand can go on your hip. Pull back, extend, come up. Okay, and that arm can come down. All right? So let's go ahead and do it. So it's down. You can extend the arm out with the leg. If you fall like I just did, you come back up, you get yourself tall, extend the arm and leg together, pull out, come up. Extend the arm together, pull out. And if you have to dance on your foot a little bit to try and create balance, great. Because your body, you've got to move your feet in order to create balance in all those little muscles around your joint, your lower leg, your ankles. That's what they do. And that's why you practice balancing moves. Okay, the weight though is throwing it off. Here we go. I'm up, I gotta concentrate, out, pull, in, down. Okay, let's do 3 more. Yeah, extend, pull, out, down, 1 more. Okay, the next, you gotta do the other side. So tall. Extend the arm and leg together. Don't rush this. Go at your own pace. You can feel, this is where I really love teaching in my bare feet, because you can feel your feet wanting to grip and move to create balance. So when you're in a sneaker, it's like having a, the shoe is going to create your foot to stay closer together, where your foot now wants to work like a hand and spread itself out a little bit to create balance. Okay. 3 more. Good. Let the arm go with the leg. Pull in, out, come on up. Again, arm with the leg, out, in, come on up. Beautiful. Okay. So then I want you to grab 2 of your weights, and they can be your heavier weights. So this is an important exercise. This is when I said to you, your front is only as strong as your back and vice versa. I'm going to take, actually on this one, if you have a block or a pillow, I'm going to place them between my legs. And I'm going to have my legs so that when I stand up and I automatically am squeezing my block or my pillow, right? My butt is engaged. Not only is my butt engaged, but if I really think about it, so are my lower abdominals, okay? So then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bend my knees and I'm gonna go to a flat back. So this is what I don't wanna see. I don't wanna see this. I want you nice and flat. I want you to feel like your spine is really tall. I want you to push your chest out a little bit, and you're going to put your hands down. You're going to turn the end of the dumbbells. And when you come up, you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then the hands turn to the sides. So it's in to the side. But the whole time, your belly button is pulled in, your knees are bent, you're breathing. And you're really, upright row is really about helping you get your upper back strong. So when you pull those back too, pull those arms close to the side and get those shoulder blades. So I'm making that last adjustment from here, squeeze, down, squeeze, pull the belly in, keep your knees bent. 5, let's go to 15. Actually, we're probably more like 8, 9, 10, pull your belly in, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, now I knew this when I set up this routine, that you'd feel that was pretty much the set, except for, does everybody have a chair close by? Just bring your chair into the picture. Oh, sorry, Mama. I just knocked into my little poodle. Come on in and stay with us. Both of you. My poodles. Poodles, you know, these poodles, they get me outside every day, at least 4 times a day. They're the best. Okay, particularly Mama. Well, no, Maddox too. Okay, take a sip of water, sit in your chair. So this one, if you can, this is what I really want you to start on, is I'm putting one leg, kind of the heel is a little bit under the chair. I'm sitting to the front of the chair. My other leg is out front on its heel, okay? going to put my hands at my sides and I'm going to stand up and then I'm going to set myself down.
Come here, Lori.
We're going to do 10 on each leg. Now, try not to plop into your chair, okay? If you have a problem with that, bring the straight leg in a little bit, use a little bit more of the heel, but what I want you to try and do is really try and strengthen this one quad, okay? So I don't want to use my arms, right? At about 5, you start to feel it. What a great way to get your knees evened out, okay? Because particularly, I know this, when you've had a knee that's been injured or whatever difficulties, I've injured one of my knees, at least, you know, ski accidents. And so what I can tell you is the leg that's good, that hasn't been injured, is going to get twice as strong for doing all the work. So it's important to do this. One more. Let's do one more. Okay, and now you got to switch legs. Now you will probably find most of you started with your stronger leg. It just happens. So up and down, up. Not only, so if I have a problem, I may want to use both legs, but what I'm going to work on is trying to get up out of a chair without my hands, okay? And that means just tip your head a little. You know, your head's about 10 pounds, right? Maybe more. Let's go 4 more. 4, everybody feel that in their quad? Yeah, 3, 2, or you do as many as you can and then you go to both legs and you, next time you practice this, you try and do 1 more. Okay, put the chair out of the way, get a sip of water. I've been a little bit behind on my water this morning. Okay, we're going down to the mat. We're going to do our abdominal Krauss-Weber corrective series. Straight legs first. Okay, we're doing a great job. We're going to go through all those exercises we just did one more time. You could take a weight and add it to this grouping if you want, or you can just do them. And I'll tell you when we're at the end of this set how great we did. 1, 2, make sure you're rolling it out. 3, I like to keep my weight at my chest. If it gets difficult, you can always move the weight forward. Funny thing, it'll feel like it's helping you to get up, and it is, because that's whatever amount of weight you grabbed. Now that's going to be that much weight forward. So maybe try and roll down with it on your chest and go slow, and then put it forward on your thighs to get up. You're having a tough time. 3 more, 2 more, and 1. Okay, now I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to do the same. I'm either going to use the weight or not. Okay. I like to come forward, give a little stretch. I spread my knees apart, drop my head towards my feet. And then I pull my tummy and roll and get up. Okay, you're either going to keep the weight at the chest, or again, to get up, you may find putting the weight forward towards your thighs and then bringing it back. Now, the other thing I'm going to say, as you're rolling, be conscious of where your spine is. If you feel one shoulder blade hitting before the other, get rid of the weight, because what you're doing is you're listing to one side. And what I want you to do is not do that, because we're screwing it up. I want you to get it centered again. Okay, do 2 more. Right, and 1. Okay, now you're going to put the weight down This one, the weight is your legs. All right. So I want you to try this. We're just going to change this one up. I want you to pull your knees in, extend, pull them in, one leg, pull them in, extend, pull them in, one leg, pull them in, extend, pull them in, one leg, pull them in, extend, pull them in, one leg, pull them in, extend, pull them in, one leg, pull them in, extend, pull them in, one leg. Let's do 4 more. Extend. That's 2. It's a little bit longer because we have to basically do 3 exercises. That's it. To get to do 1. Extend. 1 more. And finish. Yay. You're going to flip over on your belly. We're going to do Superman. There's nothing different about this. Okay. And I keep this one the same without weights because you're lifting your head and your shoulders and you're lifting the entirety of your lower body. Okay. And basically your center core, you're extending through your abdomen, but your back and your butt, which is your back, are really lifting here. So let's do 10. 1, 2. How fast should I go? When I lift up long enough to take a picture. Okay, so lift up, say to yourself, 1 chimpanzee, drop it down. Okay. 5 chimpanzee. 6 chimpanzee. 7 chimpanzee. 8 chimpanzee. 9 chimpanzee. 10, hold it, chimpanzee, and down. Okay, take a sip of water. We're going to come up, pick a weight for your squat and twist. We didn't do weights before, right? This is actually an exercise I do a lot for getting ready for tennis. But what I would do for tennis is I like to use the Dynaband, and I'm going to see if next week I'll try it this week, but during COVID, I completely redid my basement workout area. Now, I have to say, guys, my workout area is my old Fitness Express. Most of my equipment is down there. So it's kind of a fancy home workout area. So, but I just completely, and I recycled, it's a complete Fitness Express recycled gym, which I'm very proud of. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is pull my arms up. I'm going to squat, twist. The knee comes up in the direction. You might want to hold your weight like this. Okay. So you're down. 3. And look over your shoulder. Correct your arms. 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we got to do the other side. So drop your hands, roll those shoulders, bring them up, squat, twist. Five, 6, look over your shoulder if you can. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I had a weight last time, but I'm going to take 2 of my weights this time. You can have a sip of water. I'm plenty warm. Let's talk about sweating. Okay. Sweating is lymphatic. Lymphatic sweating is really important. When you're sweating, you get rid of crap in your body, literally, okay? So my feet, my arms are up, okay? I like to start with them down with the heavier weight, just for balance. Belly's in, you're going to go back, extend, down, come up, go back. You do whatever weight you feel good, but you're working two muscles that can take a decent amount of weight. 4. When I come up, okay, what I like to do here, squeeze my butt tight. That helps me get my abdomen, my chest tall. 6. Feel those triceps with the heavier weight. 8. This is a nice exercise, actually. You don't realize it till you do it. 9. And 10. Oh, I felt my triceps. Now, the thing is, on the other leg, you're going to be using the triceps exactly the same. I've started to get a little tired. So I had 2 5s. So I'm going to drop it down to a 5 and a 3. Okay. Here, because I want my form to stay beautiful. Here, right? And I'm going to do the other leg. Down, up. Okay. Now I did the first exercise and I'm going, you know what? I really could do both with my other 5. So I'm just grabbing it and I'm like, okay. So I surprised myself. And we do that a lot as we get stronger. Okay. Let's say 5. Make sure you tighten your butt when you come up. 7. Really? Pull your belly in. Pull your butt in. 8. 9. And one more. 10. Good. Come on up. Okay, the next exercise is going to be our one-legged balance. Take a sip of water. Okay. And I say a sip, I mean a sip. Now, remember, when you're extending the arm, you're using these guys. They're littler than these guys. So, depending on what weight you use, it's also if you go heavier, remember you do an opposite leg and arm. I'm going to put my hand on my hip and I'm going to really try and focus. 10 on one side, switch the weight, 10 on the other. Remember, if you go to a heavier weight, the first couple, it may throw your balance off. Okay, so you're going to extend, in, out, come up. Try and go flat back, leg up, and back. So out, in, out, come up. Out, in, out, come up. That one I lost a little balance, so I want to get strong and tall. Yep. Okay. Your foot is going to be working like crazy to create balance. This is such a good move for us. Sometimes you don't feel as though, keep it going, 2 more. You don't feel as though you're working so hard on a balance move, but honestly, those balance moves are so important. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to the other side. I like to take the second, get ready. So I'm lifting tall through my feet. My belly is in, my hand is on my hip, my shoulders are tall, and I'm going to move like a hinge. Okay, and up. Almost make it mechanical. Up, out, up, and down. I lost that one. Okay, out, up, and then I realized, I'm not being active in my leg. So when I lift off, be active, point your toe, get that lower leg, tighten the butt. When you tighten the butt, come up, that should say to your leg, come on, you're part of this. Okay, and let's do 4 more, but make them really good. No sense in doing 4 sloppy ones, okay? So tall, reach, in, out, active through that back leg. I lost that one because I didn't start it out focused. So here, active, in, out, and down. Beautiful. Okay, so the next exercise, you're going to take both of your heavier weights and a block. So the last couple classes, I've been really focused on strengthening legs. But today, when I looked at this exercise and saw balancing, I also wanted to make sure that we got our upper back. All right, so this one is squeezing the block. So my legs are only the width of my block. Tighten my butt. I'm going to bend the knees, get my back nice and flat. Remember, your hands go here to here, here to here. When they go here, I want chest out and shoulder blades really squeezing. Okay, let's do 10. Pull your belly button in. Bend at your knees. I don't want any curving at the back. That back should be so flat. Okay. 7, 8. Let's go to 15, 9. You can do it. 10. Pull your belly in. 11. Flat back. 12. 13. 14. And 15. Okay, weights down. Although I'm going to take one weight with me. I'm pulling my chair over. And if you put your chair on the mat, chances of it slipping away from you are slim to none. Okay, so I'm going to put one leg out in front on the heel. Okay. I'm going to keep my weighted hand. Actually, I could put it on my shoulder because I'm standing straight up. So you're going to go up and down. How about breathing? How about thinking about pushing right through the top of your head? Do both legs. If you can't do one, and so you're working on getting up without your hands. With the weight, you feel it. 6. As you get better, you could do 2 weights on this, one on each shoulder. 8. And you're sitting down, you're not plopping. 9. And 10. Switch. Okay, so you better go back down and switch. Okay, chest nice and tall, belly, you're out on your heel, that other leg is straight. Go ahead and lift. I'm gonna put my hand on my hip so it doesn't try to help. So I sit down, don't get too comfortable, back up again. Watch your friends, you know, don't tell them I said this, but watch your friends getting in and out of chairs, in and out of their car. No, not my group. You guys are gonna pop in, pop out of your cars, get up out of a chair. 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Beautiful. Okay, put your weight down, take a sip of water. Great. So I think about what I did for exercises today. I did some shoulder, triceps, leg. So I want to make sure I stretch those out, but also remember that you did incorporate core and everything. Okay, so let's do this. Your chair is there. I want you to keep it with you. I want you to stand up to the side of your chair. Quad. I'm going to try and grab my foot. So to do that, you might have to bring the knee in front, even put the foot on the chair, and then go back. Now, for some people, just doing this is enough, but see my little gap here where I'm kind of bent forward? I want to bring that knee back. I want to bring my chest up. I want to bring my shoulders back. I want to take a nice deep breath and I want to feel my quad. Okay. How close can you get your foot to your seat? Now I know this is my leg that I've injured, and my heel here, well, it's not where I'd like it to be, but it's about an inch out. Okay, I like them to touch. Now, the next thing you're going to do, slide your hand across the top of your chair and lift your knee up. Now I want you to wag the knee in and out, because our quad is 4. So if we move the knee in and out, we'll get some other fibers. And then down and here, okay? Switch to the other side of your chair. So quadricep stretches are important. Now look at this, my better leg. See my heel? It touches. So I'm going to use this good leg to say, you know what? The other leg should be able to touch. So I need to work on that. Okay, I'm going to stand tall. I'm going to pull that knee back so I feel a stretch through my quadricep. Some people, balance is going to be tough here. Okay, get the heel. And then slide your hand across, lift that knee up, and then wag your knee a little side to side. Get that quad. I love chair stretches. You know, you can sit and you don't even need to sit. If somebody wants to sit and you can be like funny and talk to them, you can just use the chair for everything. Now, turn the chair so you're at the back. Okay, I want to lengthen out my back. So I'm going to move my legs back as though I've got a hook and a chain right here. I'm pulling to that flat back, but I'm reaching my hands forward. My legs are definitely the width of my mat, and I'm letting my forearms go onto the back of the chair as I push, and I have a nice padded back chair, but my arms are the width of my shoulders or the width of the chair, and I'm pushing my head and chest down through, and I'm also pulling backwards. So I'm trying to lengthen my arms, lengthen my underarms, lengthen my back. I'm going to keep one arm up, and I'm going to take one down, and I'm gonna reach it underneath towards my opposite leg. Okay, and look under your underarm. So you're turning a little bit. Okay. Feel that tightness. Your underarm is called your axilla, and we want to open up that underarm. Okay, put your other arm back up and reach, pull, so you're pulling back and you're reaching under. You're trying to get that arm towards your ankle. Now I'm going to put that arm back on the chair. I'm going to still pull back, but this time I'm bending my knees. I'm bending my knees and I'm pulling back from the chair. Okay, then I'm going to take my hands off the chair with my legs wide. I'm going to put my elbows at my knees and I'm going to push. Look at, I'm just pushing my knees, let them come in, push. As I drop down, push. So this is really a great little exercise. If you need your chair seat to sit, go ahead and do it. But this is, I can't tell you enough, you've heard me say this for years. The inner thigh muscles have everything to do with low back tightness. You have tight inner thighs, you're gonna have tightness in the low back, guaranteed. Because those muscles, they start down, some of them below the knee, at the knee, mid-thigh. They come up into your, lock into your pubic floor. And when they're tight, they pull down and the residual pain you get or tightness is in the low back. Okay, come on up, right? So you feel that. Okay, go to the back of the chair again. And then actually, not the back of the chair, turn the chair sideways. Or I'll turn my chair, you step so you can see me. I'm gonna take my outer leg, place it on the chair. My hand is on the back of my chair. I'm gonna press my toes forward. I'm gonna hinge at the waist. I'm gonna reach down. I'm gonna reach my hand across the top of the chair and I'm gonna gently pulse. You should immediately, with the toe pointed down, should feel your hamstring. Strings. I'm going to wag the foot in and out as I continue to press forward. Now you're out on a walk in a lovely park. You know, you get to a bench. You know, this is a great little stretch. Now, see my foot? You're going to pull it back. Pull your toes towards your nose. You will immediately feel your calf now that you've flexed. And then you want to wag that foot in and out, okay? Because the calf is made up of two large muscles, your soleus and your gastrocs, and you need to try and get all those fibers. And I'm also not just reaching, but I'm sending my hips back to lengthen out those hamstrings and calf, okay? Take a nice deep breath, release it. And I'm going to just go to the other side of the chair because it'll create better balance for me. Okay, the outer leg is on the chair. The toes are pointed down. I'm going to hinge at the hips. I'm going to reach forward. I'm going to give it that little pulse until I can hold it down. I'm going to give a nice deep full breath. I'm going to wag the toes in and out. Wag the toes in and out. Woof. Breathe. Wag the toes in and out. And then pull your toes back. Feel that calf. I have one calf that if I don't consciously do trigger points and stretch it, it always gets me. And that happens to be on my leg where I had an accident. So it's probably from compensation and the accident. Okay, side to side, nice full deep breath. Okay, and down. Now go sit in your chair. I'm gonna give you one more nice exercise. So my low back. So I want to stretch my chest and my low back out. So while I'm sitting in the chair, my legs are probably a little bit wider than the chair.
And I'm just gonna let my head and my hands fall to the floor. Okay, let your head drop. Take hold if you can reach the chair legs and just give a little tug. Now pull your belly button in. Okay, you feel that? Okay, keep the belly button in, walk your hands to one leg. And then walk your hands to the other leg. And then center, roll up. And then I like to take my hands, I'm moving to the front of the chair, take my hands to the back, take my chest that's down, and I'm gonna over exaggerate, lift up, close my jaw, lift my head up. Take a nice deep breath through the front of your chest. Take another nice deep breath. One more. Good, we're cooked. Hey, I just want to mention, I watched a really nice documentary last night. Has anybody seen the documentary on Katherine Hepburn? Oh, it was really beautiful. It's on Netflix, and it was just a nice, easy, beautiful piece on her life. So I don't know if I like to share things that I've seen that are fun. If anybody's got any good stuff out there, I'm a late night watcher, or later in the night watch. But I can't do scary before bed, so don't send me anything that's scary. All right. Thanks everybody for coming. Really appreciate it. Super job. I'll see you next week.
Thanks,
And
Claire.
get out there, enjoy the sunlight
The
and
snow.
the fresh air here in
The
the
snow
Berkshire.
tomorrow.
Yeah, peace.
Thanks, Claire.
Bye.
Bye.